everyone, my name is Allison. Welcome back to the Tiny Herd, or welcome if it's your first time here. We make new pet videos every Friday around the life of my 5 guinea pigs and 2 bunnies. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Today we're going to be talking about some health issues that Mikey here has been having lately and all the kind of vet visits and treatment and that sort of thing that we've been doing with him. So as you can see, Mikey is currently very vigorously grooming himself because he went to the vet today and he's not very happy about it. But to give some background, a couple weeks ago while I was traveling for work, Pig Dad texted me and said that he didn't think Mikey was feeling very good. He didn't really want to eat. He was being really lazy and lethargic, and he had one of his ears lopped down, and he's not a lop bunny. So it was kind of unusual for him to just leave one ear hanging down. So we thought that he probably had an ear infection or something like that. So Pig Dad took him to the vet that Thursday, and then I came home on Friday. So we took him to the vet on Thursday, or Pig Dad did, and basically the vet wasn't able to get a very good look in his ears, but she did a swab and thought that he had a yeast infection in his ear, so basically just an ear infection. So she prescribed 4 days of Medicam and 7 days of ear drops, and then if it wasn't getting better, then we were going to continue doing the ear drops. So we realized in this process that besides not eating and not wanting to drink and all of that, that he also had a head tilt and that he was very dizzy. Like, he was having trouble walking around. He couldn't really stand straight, like he couldn't periscope, he couldn't stand straight up. So he was very wobbly. He was having trouble eating, we think, because he was so dizzy. He couldn't put his head down to eat pellets. He couldn't put his head down to drink water. He couldn't really get hay out of the hay rack. So as you can see right now, he's actually eating hay out of the hay rack. So some of those issues over the 7 days we did the drops in his ears got better, got a little bit better with the Medicam. The 7 days ended and he was basically the same. So he got, with the ear drops, he got his appetite back, he was able to eat, he was back to his normal attitude, he was eating hay, he could drink, he was playing again. So he basically was back to normal health, but his head tilt and his slight dizziness did not go away. So if you can see right now, he is head tilting a little bit and he looks like he's staring straight up at the ceiling a lot. I don't know if he actually is, but he looks like right now. He looks, I don't know if you guys can see it all, but to me, it looks like he's staring straight up at the ceiling. So I think that just has to do with his balance issues that are going on right now. Not much was getting better with the head tilt, other than the dizziness got better, he was eating again, all that sort of stuff. He was basically back to normal, but he still had the head tilt, which he still has the head tilt clearly. So I called the vet and asked what they thought would be the next steps, if we needed to bring it back in, if we could get more Medicam, because that seemed to help. So they wanted us to bring him back in and they were going to sedate him and do a deep ear cleaning, which made sense because if you looked in his ear you could see a lot going on. So that is what happened today. We took him in to be sedated. I dropped him off this morning before work to be sedated, and they were going to sedate him and clean his ears. Well, I dropped him off before work today and the vet called me this afternoon and said she actually didn't have to sedate him. She got somebody to hold him, and she was able to look in his ears and get swabs of both his ears. And in doing that, she could tell that the yeast infection that was causing his ear infection was gone. So the ear infection was gone, which is why he felt better and all that was back to normal in terms of his appetite and everything. But obviously the head tilt and the slight dizziness is still there. So we have decided that we are going to treat this like he has E. caniculi, which I think I'm saying right. I don't know. I'm not a vet. I don't know. But that's what we think he probably has. I think the combination of him being stressed that I was out of town and having an ear infection enabled this to become a problem. So he is going to be on fenbendazole, which is a parasite antifungal wormer type medication. So he's going to be on that for the next month. So he will be monitored for how that is affecting him, making sure his immune system is still going strong, seeing how he reacts to it, all that kind of thing for the next month. So I will be kind of giving updates on that as well through the process. I can show how I give him his medicine because it's going to be interesting how we get the medicine in him since it's a powder. We also will be doing 4 days of Metacam again. And then my vet is going to research how that can be used long-term in conjunction with the fenbendazole, because she just wasn't sure how that could be used in conjunction for the long term. So we'll see how that goes. As he's on this, I guess, course of wormer to treat this, we may be doing blood work halfway through to see how he's handling it. It kind of just depends on his behavior and how he's acting. So we're kind of just going to be going from there. If you don't know anything about E. caniculi, it's basically a parasite that is in a lot of domestic bunnies. A lot of them just have it, and it doesn't normally become an issue unless something outside causes it to become an issue, which is why I think him just being sick and being stressed caused it to become an issue. It can be very devastating to bunnies if not treated, from what I understand. So I'm glad that we know this is what is probably going on and we're treating it now. The only kind of bad news out of this is that his head tilt could not go away. So a side effect of this could be that he just has the head tilt. I think the balance issues will be fixed to some extent. They're not really bad at this point. He's pretty much fine at this point. He can get around. He just gets a little off balance sometimes, but I think that we're just gonna go from here and see how he goes. And bunnies that have a permanent head tilt do fine. They have a perfectly fine quality of life. They can do all the normal things. I mean, he will be fine either way. We'll get it treated, get him healthy, and then he will, I mean, he's already learned to adapt to it. He's living his normal life pretty much. So that's pretty much where we're at with it. He's very tired. He's been at the vet all day. I dropped him off at 7:30 and I picked him up at 5:30. So he's not happy with us and he's ready to relax at home. So I just wanted to share what's going on with him. Andy's perfectly fine. He's providing moral support. But I will keep you guys updated on what we do with Mikey. Maybe show you how we're giving him his medicine, all that kind of good stuff. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I'll keep you updated. We'll have lots of other content coming as well. So thank you so much for watching, like I said, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.